Yo, what's going on, everybody? Today I'm in my house and I'm going to be doing an unboxing for you guys. You can't tell what it is, but it has indeed 2 rods in it. So yeah, let's get to talking about what these are. So there's some great deals right now on shopcarls.com. So I decided to buy a Googan gold rod, and since I spent $150, I got a Googan green rod for free. So I'm going to be kind of unboxing these, giving you guys my first impressions. So yeah, first we got to talk about some things. So those of you that don't know, Googan Squad is basically a group of guys who made YouTube videos, and they decided they wanted to start their own kind of brand. This includes Rob Turkla from Lunkers TV, Andrew Flair from the YouTube channel Flair, John Barzacchini from John B. I don't know if I said your last name right. Alex Perrick, also known as AP Bassing, Justin Rackley, aka Lake Fork Guy, and Michael Sow from One Rod, One Reel Fishing. So most of Googan's audience is younger people, but the older fishermen seem to not like them because of how they got into the fishing industry. They took the YouTube content creator side instead of the tournament fisher pro side of things. So since I'm not paid to say anything, I'm going to give you my honest opinion about both the green and gold rods. So now let's get to opening these rods. Who needs box cutters when you got a good old-fashioned steak knife? Alright, so let's open these bad boys. I'll try and go fast, but... Alright, I got one side open. You can see him back there. I will say I am impressed with the way they ship things. If you buy a rod on Amazon, it's kind of ship crappily, so you won't get any broken rods on the delivery. And who doesn't like popping bubble wrap? I'm still technically a kid, so I'm gonna go pop the rest.
One eternity later.
Alright, which one should we look at first? I think we'll look at the green one since it's the more entry level one. Okay, so I was taking the rods out of the little wrappers they were in, and snapped off while it was being shipped.
Flashback.
You won't get any broken rods on the delivery.
You won't get any broken rods on the delivery.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
End of flashback.
Okay, so that is a bummer because this is the rod I was most excited about. One thing I didn't mention is that these rods are made by Catch Co. One thing that I really like about Googan's rods is they rank them in certain ways. Okay, so the green I got is the go-to. So they have the reaction, the twitch, the muscle, and the finesse. The finesse is, I think it only comes in spinning. If you're a brand new fisherman, you've never done anything, you can just pick up the rod, look on the tag, and it tells you what it's meant for. So that's really cool, because newer fishermen might not know that you throw a frog on a heavy or a Senko on a medium heavy or whatever, all that stuff. So I just think it's really cool that they do that. So for those of you who are interested on like the length, the power, and the action when you're buying these rods, I'll go through those real quick. On the muscle rods, you'll be getting a 7.5 heavy extra fast. For the go-to rods, you'll be getting a 7-foot medium heavy fast action. And the twitch rods are 6'9" medium and moderate action. The finesse is a 7-foot medium fast action. And the reaction is a 7'2" medium power moderate action. So right now I'll just do that green review. Okay, so this rod is unbelievably light and I actually really like it. I think the handle on it feels good on my hand. It's like really ergonomic. And one of my favorite things is has the clicky clamp for your reel, which I feel like will keep it locked and it's good. Another cool thing it has is this measuring tape on the side, because it's kind of been a thing for a while where you measure your fish on your rod and then kind of mark it with something, and then you can measure how long it was when you get home. That's just a thing fishermen do. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright, so now that we're gonna move on to this Gold Series rod, although it is broken, so I can't give you a complete review, and I'm honestly gonna have to deduct points on my overall experience because of the broken tip, but it's not googan's fault. So this rod feels a little bit heavier than the green, which is weird because that one's cheaper, but it's also probably because this one's a muscle and that one's a go-to on weight. But it's still light and it feels really nice in your hand. Like, a lot of times when you're trying to buy a rod, you're going off of that first experience when you feel it in your hand, and both of these rods feel amazing. So this Googan Gold rod, it honestly looks a lot better. That one is more of a kid's, not a kid style, but it's bright green. This one is more stealthy. It's black and gold, looks really nice, has the cork handles, which I really like, and it still comes with the feature I like most, which is that clicky cincher. Now here's both of these rods side by side, and this one is 50 bucks more than this one. So I'm gonna try and do some research to find out what makes it worth more. So comparing these with information that I've gotten off Googan Squad's website, they come with different guides. So the gold comes with better guides. The gold rod has a better blank. It has an advanced composite 30 out of 40 ton carbon blank, and the green is a composite 24 out of 30 ton carbon blank. So the gold comes with a, oh, don't want to break it. Oh wait, it's already broken. So the gold comes with a premium cork grip is what they call it, and the green comes with a EVA foam grip. So these get dirty over time, they start feeling nasty. They still last though, but the cork will continue to feel good all the time, which I just personally prefer cork mostly. But the gold rod does have a few features that the green one doesn't have. So if you buy a gold rod, it comes with 3 years of their warranty, which is good, and the green one does not come with that. It claims to have an advanced taper design, which according to their website, longer casts and more efficient fish handling. So I'll have to see about that when I'm fishing with it. So let's talk about if it's worth spending that extra 50 bucks. I think this one looks a lot better in my opinion. It has nicer handles, nicer click. It's just better built, comes with that warranty. So in the end, I'd say it's worth the 50 bucks, but I am a little bummed that the gold came with the broken tip. So let's hope they can send me that new one by the time my tournament happens next weekends. But I'm gonna begin by setting up this Googan green. So the reel of choice that I'm going to be putting on this rod is Daiwa Tatula 100S, I believe it's called. Really nice rod, reel, can cast far. I have 50-pound braid on it, and I think I'm going to use this rod for a spinnerbait, but I might change my mind in the future. It all depends. I use braid because I fish the Delta where there is a lot of cover. Listen to that click. Woo! Yeah, it feels nice. Looks good. Based off of my first impressions, I really like these rods, so I don't care about what other people think, to be honest. Just the first feeling when you put it in your hand, it's light, it feels well made, and I really like Ketchko and Googan's design on these rods. So I got my favorite Delta spinnerbait tied on, and one thing that I do not care for as much is the hook keeper on this, which it's not necessarily bad, it's just a little small, so it's hard to get the hook in. I also have to decide which rod stock I'm going to put on it. Okay, so I have this one rod stock that matches pretty well with the green. It has a little yellow in it, which I don't feel great about, but it's the closest thing I could find to color coordinating this. So yeah, I do like that. One thing I'm curious to figure out is how the Googan green and gold rods stack up against my Phoenix Maxim. This is my favorite rod that I've tried so far, and it's like, I think like 120, 130 bucks, so it's kind of in between the two rods. So I'm curious to see how they compare. Next time on Menleski Bassin. It's like swimming time. Oh, it's big. Holy shit.
Ayo, Parrish, this shit high, boy.
Shawty catch a vibe, yeah, I had to put her on. Bought a two-seater, yeah, we heading for the sun. Shawty got my high, I ain't tripping for the funds. Yeah, I won't start, I ain't tripping, I'm a stunt.